Bueno, welcome back to my channel, guys. It's me, Marissa. So today's video is actually pretty special. We're gonna have a special guest today. She's going to come out soon. I just want to say that this explains the person who I am and my personality, and you know, I'll just go ahead and bring her out. Mom, how about you come through? Introduce yourself to my YouTube following. Everyone, this is my mother.
Hi, bueno. My name is Debbie, Miss Debbie. I am Marissa Ann's mother, and I also have another beautiful daughter, and I have three.
I told her not to mention the other daughter, but she can mention
three beautiful granddaughters
and
a gorgeous little handsome hunk of a grandson. Of course, I love them all. I have a great husband, supportive and loving. And I'm excited to be here with you guys today. I've been following Marissa, and very interesting for a young little whippersnapper that she is, that she has some advice. And I get to ask her some questions today, so I'm glad that I'm here and joining everybody.
Cool. Well, you kind of took my spot. Can you just move over a little bit? You can still be in the video, but you just like... Okay, so yes, like my mom said, we're going to be doing kind of a mother-daughter interview today. She's going to ask me some questions, and I'm going to ask her some questions, and let's just hope that we have fun today. And you'll get to know me, you'll get to know her, and as you can see, she's wearing sunglasses. She's keeping them on the whole time. That's it. No questions explained. So let's go ahead and get started, Mom. Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay. Let's do it. So I'm gonna start off by interviewing my mom first with some questions that we found on the internet. So yes, I am going to be using my phone,
but we're coming up with our answers on our own.
Of course, the answers are totally genuine. So let's just go ahead and get started, Mom. Why did you choose to be with my father?
Well, this is a good question, because I met your father while I already had a child. This is his second marriage and my second marriage. And
how old was my sister at the time?
She was almost 5 when I first met your dad. So
she had a whole kid.
And I had a whole kid. I would
basically, yeah.
And when I met your dad, I told him, I said, you know, I'm a package deal. And if the little package doesn't like you, or there's some conflict, there's nothing moving forward. And at the same time, I really didn't want them to meet right away.
Of course, yeah.
But when I decided it was time, when I decided to let me try this out, she and your dad clicked immediately. And it wasn't just a one-time thing. It was very, it made me feel good inside. When I saw that happen, I was very comfortable, and I said, wow, this guy's a nice guy. And then just things, he's just a sweetheart of a guy. He really, accepted me and my daughter. Yeah. And he was very positive. He was very reinforceful. He was very, he had big dreams. He's a dreamer. I kind of fell into those dreams sometimes and thought that we would be in Hawaii right now in a beautiful home, but you know what? There's lava out there right now. But there's he had a lot of good attributes, and I felt that he would be a great dad, and he is, and he's one of the best dads and best granddads. Everybody calls him Pops.
Husbands, I hope.
He's a good husband, and he and everyone calls him Pops, and even the baby says, "Pops, where's Pops?" when he sees me.
Yes.
So that says a lot right there.
So it just basically, over time, you realized that you made the right decision choosing my father.
Yes, absolutely.
She said before she said yes, so
yes, he's a good guy.
See. Okay, moving on to the next question. In what ways do you think I'm like you and not like you?
You look like me a little bit.
A little. And a lot of it. Everybody says that I look like my mother all the time. Start off with the good qualities. Just give me 3 good qualities and 3 bad qualities.
You're kind of independent. I'm independent. I feel like I was independent as a young adult. You still live at home with your parents, and you know that's where you're not like me, but you're independent.
Okay.
And you have a giving heart. You're a really good giving kid, and I know that you have a good heart, and I see a little bit of me in you in that way, where you and I come to the same conclusion when we see things together, or we see sappy things, or we're concerned about what happens in the world. We kind of have the same, we kind of gel together with those thoughts. And
one more good quality.
I don't know. Let me think. I can't think real quick here. You got good hair?
Why are you lying? Oh my gosh. She's definitely lying about that one. My hair is nappy. I did not get that from you.
I don't know. I can't think of another good quality, but there's many, I'm sure.
That's okay. Moving on to
the negative.
The bad qualities.
Well, we're not alike as far as I wanted to move out of my house as soon as I could, and I did everything I can to get out, and I don't see you doing that.
I'm just a little bit too comfortable at home.
Yeah, a little bit too comfortable. And then my first vacation away from my family was like the best thing ever. And Marissa will be like, oh, when are we going to go on a family vacation? And she's like 22 and stuff. I mean, I'd be like, oh my gosh, at 19 I was in Florida, and at 17 I was in Acapulco. I mean, I was loving to go away from vacation. She's like stuck to us.
I mean, I love vacations with my friends too, but like family vacations are awesome. We haven't been to Disney World in forever. Like, and I want to go as a family. Like, what's so wrong with that?
Well, I just think there's nothing wrong with that. You asked what are the differences. My differences is I loved vacations away from
so
family.
I'm not. So the first thing you said was I'm independent, but now you're saying that I'm not independent. And then the second thing was the whole vacations thing. You want me to not go on vacations with you, pretty much. And then what's the last thing?
The last thing that we're not alike.
I feel like we're not alike when it comes to like relationships and stuff, and how we handled handled our relationships.
You're right. I'm a little bit. I'm a lot more emotional. Where, right at your age, if we're talking where your age, I was a lot more emotional. I was very passionate. I was a jealous person. I was emotional. I'd get caught up in stuff. And this kid,
all the things that I tell you guys not to do is literally the epitome of my mother.
And this kid doesn't cry in front of anybody.
No.
So she makes it a point to not to cry. Me, I would cry in a drop of a hat if somebody hurt me, or if somebody said something wrong to me. You know, I would cry. I would, I wouldn't make a big deal out of it, but I would cry. I would show my emotions, and she's very reserved when it comes to certain things like that. So that's where we're different.
Okay, that's fair. Is there anything you have always wanted to tell me but never have?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that I always want to tell you, but I haven't, because I feel as a parent, and I'm learning as I go, that there's certain stages where you share stories with your children, and I'm learning with your grandchildren as well. You get to a point where I can't tell, like you have an experience with something, and then you'll find out I'll share my experience, or I'll share a story of maybe a friend's of mine experience or something. So there's a lot of stuff that I have in an envelope and waiting for your time to get those pieces of things that I want to share with you.
I do know over the years our relationship has probably gotten stronger because of the fact that, like, ever since I was a kid and I wanted to know stuff, my mom was always like, when you're a little bit older, I'll tell you. And throughout the years, she's definitely, like, I guess step by step told me some things that I always had questions about. So I mean, I guess there's more to come. I know she's always said, like, she always says that when I become a mother, she's gonna tell me stuff that, like, I should know when I become a mother, stuff like that. So we haven't gotten to those parts of my life yet, but some stuff we've gone over. So.
Yeah, and there's another thing that I'd love to mention here is that two kids are not the same. I have two beautiful daughters. I love them both the same, but one tells me everything and the other one doesn't. So this one asks me everything and the other one doesn't. So sometimes I have to force advice on the other one, and this one she's waiting in line to get the advice. So, you know, you just have to be mindful, and you just have to make sure that you understand who your kids are and what guidance that they need. And believe me, I don't always give the right and the best advice, and even when I do feel like I give the right and the best advice, guess what? They do whatever they want anyway. So again, you can't be disappointed. If you love your kids and you truly love your kids, you just got to be there to support them.
Good answer, good answer. Next question. What's the best thing I can do for you right now?
I want you to do for you. That would make me happy. I want you to be happy and genuinely happy. Not just say, yeah, Mom, I'm happy, I'm having a good day. No, I want you to be in a place that you want to be. And I need you to be happy.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
You need to do you. And this young lady is extremely talented, and she does not believe it, but she is extremely talented. And I'm trying to push her to do those fun things that she's always grown up saying she wants to do. But she's just a little intimidated. Something's going on.
I get a little bit scared, but I'm starting to come out of my shell more as time goes on. So I'm working on it, but I mean, it's baby steps, baby steps.
Yeah, so that's what I want for you.
Okay, next question. Is there anything that you wish had been different between us, or that you would still like to change?
If there was anything that I can do, it's to promote you more, or to motivate you more, give you that pill and say, superwoman pill, to say, yes, I can do this, because you can do anything that you want. And again, I've always told you growing up that you really need to work harder, because you're Latino, you're black, and you're a woman, and you have to work harder than anybody else, because that's, in my experience in life, that's what I experienced. I know I have to always work harder. And don't worry about what other people do. I tell you all the time, do you. You have to step up. You have to do better. So that's what I wish I could do, change, give you that. And I still want to motivate you to do that. And I still want to create that pill that I can give you to be that superwoman that you truly are.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So, I'm trying. Okay.
Are you ready for the first question, Marissa?
I guess
Marissa
so.
Ann?
Jeez, you're yelling.
What makes you feel brave?
What makes me feel brave? That's an interesting question. Brave, I guess. Honestly, when I'm around like my nieces and my nephew, they honestly make me feel brave, because they rely on me, like, to be their protector sometimes if they're scared. So they kind of make me feel brave when I'm around them, and I'm in a situation, or we're in a situation where it could be a little bit scary for them. It could be a little bit intimidating, whether they be watching a scary movie or going to do something that they might not have done before. You know, like, that's what makes me feel pretty brave, when I have to be the shield for my little babies.
That's a good one. What's your superhero name? And what power do you have?
So my superhero name would be Missy Rocks. I've held that name.
Love it.
I've had that name since forever. Like, I gave myself that nickname ever since I was like 11. So Missy Rocks for sure. My superpower would be anything that would have to do with like world peace, like bringing the people together, making sure people are happy, no violence, anything that has to do with positivity and stuff like that. That would be like my superpower that I would spread around.
Awesome. Very good. What do you think you're going to dream about tonight?
That's a good question, because it's on rare occasions do I remember any of my dreams. And you guys know, like, when you dream, it's crazy. Anything can happen. So I hope that I dream about like making money, you know, but I don't know. Lately, I guess like a lot of dreams that I've been having are like future, like where I'm gonna be in the future, whether if I have a family, whether if I become famous, whether if I become a musician, whether if I become an artist. It always has to do with like, it's not what's going on right now, it's like me growing a little bit. So hopefully maybe something in the future. I don't know.
sounds good.
I'll keep you posted.
What makes you feel energized?
What makes me feel energized is when I eat anything, honestly. when I have food.
Okay, that's where you like me too.
Especially my favorite kind of food, which is pasta. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I have the double chins to prove it. I love pasta. So, see, she knows. So I love pasta. So honestly, if I have energy, if I eat pasta, that is the energy that I need to get me throughout anything.
If you were in a play, on stage, in theater.
I'm excited.
What would your character be like?
Okay, so if I was in a play, it would obviously be, I'm just going to put it, because this is a very vague question, so I'm just going to characterize it the way I'm going to take this question. So if I was in a play, of course, I would have wrote it, I would have directed it, I would have done everything. My character would definitely be the lead, and it would be like a strong, independent, like superwoman, like a person who does 1,000,001 things and still, you know, can like a girl who can like change a tire, cure cancer, like anything, like the most powerful like woman on the planet who can just like, it's just awesome, like, because women are awesome. And I'm not a feminist or anything, but you know, I feel like now is our time to shine. So I would want to represent the ideal, like, you know, strong woman, the ideal American woman that everybody should know about. If that was a play, that would be my character, my dream character. And she doesn't cry unless she's happy about something, you know. So yeah,
that's my Marissa Ann.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you guys like this video, make sure you give me that thumbs up. And did you have a good time on my channel today, Mom?
Yeah, I hope I'm not boring and we're not boring anybody. But this was fun. I think everybody should take some time and get some questions together. And
she literally took over my whole channel, so this is her show now. Like, I'm just gonna...
no, I'm not gonna come back. Maybe for another special episode or something, but...
she's literally a diva, though. Do you see what she's wearing? Like, she has lipstick on, her sunglasses... She really like was like, no, I have to make sure I look good, you know. Like, she literally took over today.
I could actually look better, but I am so exhausted right now. But you know what? It's the best I could do for the time being. Yes. And I'm very proud of Marissa, and I'm very proud of my other daughter, and proud of my family. Keep doing the good work that you're doing, Marissa, and hopefully everybody sees the goodness here and appreciates.
If you guys want to see more videos like this, me and my mom together, if you want to see more of me, follow me on my YouTube journey, then make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I put out new videos every Friday.
God bless you all.
I will see you next week for more videos.